Hi, I'm the Spotty Zebra, and today I'm going to talk about one of my favourite bands, the Beatles, and I'm going to talk about their album covers. I'm only going to talk about their studio albums though. In the age of vinyl, the cover will be all you had to go on an album. Now, with streaming services such as Spotify, album covers are just a tidy box in the corner of your screen. So today, I'm going to give you your guide to the covers of the first 7 Beatles albums. Let's start with their first album, Please Please Me. The photo was taken from the HQ of EMI, the record label. The photo was later reused for the compilation album The Beatles 1962 to 1966. The Beatles returned to the building for the photo shoot for their compilation album The Beatles 1967 to 70. Their second album, With the Beatles, had a black and white, simplistic and serious cover. None of the band are smiling and their faces are half lit. However, the Australian version had a more fun looking cover. The writing was in bright pink. Their next album was the soundtrack of their first film, A Hard Day's Night. The cover was panels of the Beatles' faces in black and white. The album had a dark blue background. This matched the poster for the film. The film itself was a comedy that followed the Beatles on their way to a concert. Their next album was called Beatles for Sale. It had a downbeat cover with the Beatles outside Hyde Park. This matched the mood of the album. However, the Australian cover opted for a more upbeat version of the Beatles at their Sydney concert. For the album cover of the soundtrack of their second film, Help, the original plan was to have the band spell out the word help in Flag Semaphore. However, the photographer didn't think it looked good and changed it to NUJV or NVUJ on the US version. This is thought to be nonsense. Flag Semaphore is a method of communication where you convert letters and numbers into symbols. These symbols are performed with flags, poles, paddles or hands. The Beatles' next album was Rubber Soul. It was the first time that their name didn't appear on the cover of one of their albums. The stretched out effect on the cover was very unusual and came about by accident. The photos for the cover were being projected onto a piece of card when the card fell slightly backward, stretching out the image. The band loved it and the cover was born. Now it's time for the last album of this episode, Revolver. This was a part drawing, part collage created by the band's friend and artist, Klaus Bumann. They knew him from working in the Star Club in Hamburg, Germany. Klaus created various other sketches of the band. That's it for this video. Don't let me down and subscribe so you don't miss the next video, where I'll talk about the later years of the band. Give me some help and like. I have been the Spotty Zebra. Until we come together for my next video. I'll say goodbye, but don't say hello, because I've got a ticket to ride. I'm out of Beatles puns now.